guys, it's Ella. Tonight we are doing my January wrap-up and February TBR. My February TBR is going to be pretty short because one, school started and so I won't have as much time to read, and two, I like to keep my options open, and so I'm not just going to pick all the books that I'm going to read for this month. But let's get started with the wrap-up. These are not really in the order that I finished them, but from now on they will be. I didn't feel like going through the hassle of getting on Goodreads and trying to figure out which one I finished first. Plus, it's not like it really matters. But let's get started. So the first book that I finished in January was The Demon Trappings Daughter by Jana Oliver. And it was about a girl that's a demon trapper's daughter. Shocking. Her dad is murdered by a demon and then crazy things go down. I did enjoy this book. I had some reservations about it. The main character really is a little much at times. She just seems like a lovesick puppy at times. But all in all, it was decent. This is the first book in the Demon Trapper's Daughter series. So I will be continuing the series since I own all the books. So that's that one. Next up, we have Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jessie Andrews. I did a review on this book. This is about Greg, Earl, and Rachel, who is the dying girl. I'll just link the review below because I had quite a bit to say about this book. It's a contemporary. I wasn't really a fan, but look at the review if you're interested to hear me ramble about this book. Next we have Rules of Attraction by Simone Alcalez. This is the second book in the Perfect Chemistry companion type series. This book was great. It's a contemporary romance. Follows Alex's brother. Alex was in the first book. If you've read anything from the Perfect Chemistry series, you know what I'm talking about. It follows three brothers and they're kind of gangbangers, or the first two were gangbangers anyway. I haven't read the third book, but super cute, really well written. It has dual point of views, so it switches back between the two main characters. Really cute book. Really, really recommend. Really well written. I love these. They're so adorable. They're adorable. Next we have Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. This book was, it's like a contemporary paranormal sort of thing. The girl, Sam, dies and then keeps reliving the same day over and over and over and over. And in the process learns quite a bit about herself and her choices and how they affect everybody else. I like this book, although I did feel like it was a bit drawn out at times, just because you see the same day 7 times. It gets a little long, but it was good. It was definitely good. Next we have Forget You by Jennifer Eccles. This was super cute. It's a super little book. I finished it literally in like one night. Super adorable. If you want to kill some time and you want to just read something quick, I would definitely recommend this. It's a contemporary romance about a girl who's going through some family issues, and it definitely affects her personal life, but then she gets in a car accident and pretty much forgets that entire day except for little snippets, and then it's, you know, she's putting it back together and just trying to figure out what happened. I do have to say, there is a part in this book, I would say about 3/4 to like 2/3 to 3/4 of the way through, where literally there was such a twist in the plot, twist in the plot, that I literally gasped. I was reading and I gasped, which never happens to me. I was surprised. So if you're into contemporary romance type stuff, super cute book. recommend. Well written, really great. Next we have Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. This is a... I don't want to call it a paranormal. It's, I guess, maybe a little paranormal, maybe a little fantasy-ish. Anyway, it's good. That's all you need to know. I did a review on this book. I'll link that below in the doohickey. But I did a review on this book, and it's great. Laini Taylor's writing, I seriously cannot get over. This is a reasonably sized book, so it's... Laini Taylor's writing is so great. It almost has, the story almost has a bit of a mystery twist type of thing to it, just because of the way it's written. The way I describe it in every time is basically you think you know what's going to happen next, but you don't. You have no idea, and you have to wait and wait and wait until the author finds it necessary for you to know what the deal is. Sometimes, even though it's written in third person point of view, with switching points of view, like in the story, sometimes the reader knows less than the characters, which never happens in a third person book. Although I do think there's a good way and a bad way to do third person point of view, and this was definitely well done. Strongly recommend. This is the first book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series. The third book comes out in May. Next we have Reached by Ali Condi. Now, the story about this book, I read this series last year, and then I was on the last book and I just could not force myself to finish it. I was over it, couldn't do it, and so I finally made myself finish it. The last about 200 pages, and I did finish it this month. Still not a fan. I'm glad that every character got a happily ever after in the end, but I'm just not a fan of these books. I can't help it. I don't think it was well written. I don't think it was an original story. The story didn't suck me in. That's just me though, so if you liked it, great! Next we have Days of Blood and Starlight by Laini Taylor. This is the second book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series. Again, Laini Taylor's writing, I literally cannot get over it. She is such a good writer. Definitely enjoyed this book. I also filmed a review on this. It's not up yet. I wanted to film this and post this before I post the review. Does that even make sense? Just go with it. School is in session again, so I'm trying to plan ahead of time so that, yeah. So I did a review on this book. I'll post it in the doohickey below, and if you have any questions, definitely let me know. Strongly recommend, just like Daughter of Smoke and Bone. There is a cliffhanger ending in this thing that I did not see coming at all. And if you watched my How I Read tag video, you know that I look in the back of books. I have to say, I did not look in the back of this one. And there was definitely some surprises and twists and turns, and I did not see the ending coming at all, and it was quite the cliffhanger. So, can't wait for the next one. I really can't. That is the last book that I read. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books this month. I think that's pretty good. 8? Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8 books this month. Or last month, I guess. I know that this month I will not be reading as much, but that's right. Things happen. Okay, for my TBR for February, the first one I have is Shipbreaker by Paolo Bacigalupi? I have no idea. This is the book that I am reading this month for, like the Weird Book Fears video that I did. So this one is the one with the awards, and so this is the book that I'm reading. It is quite short. I did start it already, so I don't know, like an 1/8 in. Definitely not too far. It is a dystopian book about a shipbreaker. He basically goes into ships and scavenges the useful metals and things like that. And I guess at some point he finds a ship that is whole. I haven't gotten there yet. The only thing is, I thought it was like spaceships, and it's like boat ships, which is kind of a bummer. I will not lie. I won't lie. I'm having a bit of a hard time getting into the story, really. Um, but I think this might be a book that you just have to ease into slowly and smoothly in a little bit. So I am planning on doing a review on this, and so keep eyeballs out for that. And then the second and last book that I'm planning, well, the last book that I'm actually physically planning on reading this month is Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers. Um, Quick side note, just like 2 weeks ago, I figured out that Robin Lefevers was actually a woman. I don't know. So if you didn't know, there you go. She's a woman. Um, I think I'm gonna be in the mood for some butt-kicking girls, and so this has been on my TBR for a while. So I think it'll be a good book. It is sizable. Um, but I'm looking forward to it for sure. And then the second book is out already. This is the first book in the series, so we'll see how it goes. Let me know what books you are planning on reading this month down in the comments. And if you have any questions, or if you think I should do a book review on any of the books that I didn't review this month, so that's 6 books that I didn't review. I hope you have a great night. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you soon. Have a good night. Bye.